Hi, my name's Peter Lau, and I'm going to do a test day comparison of two pieces of equipment that I own. One being the Tri-Ride T-Rox twin battery model and the Batek Scrambler. First of all, this is me coupling up to the Batek Scrambler. Very simple, it locates to a docking bar underneath my wheelchair, mounted to my chair, and then you just click it in and off you go. This is the hill, one of the hills I use regularly on my normal route that I'll go out with my dog. I live on the east side of the Pennines, so all the hills around here are unfortunately like this, if I need to go to the bottom of the town and back. So climbing up, and it's got to be said, this is at 4 times speed, just so that I can reduce the length of this video. So bear that in mind, this is 4 times speed. And I'll do the same run with the Tri-Ride T-Rox at 4 times speed as well. Here we are, climbing up to it. Generally it does about 7 miles an hour up the hill, and then it slows on the steepest part to about 4 miles per hour. And to disconnect, it's a simple case of just actuate the lever, which is located just above my knees, and then you're away. The Tri-Ride T-Rox, I'm paralysed from T6, and the only way I can actually couple and uncouple is by taking the batteries off. It's quite a heavy piece of equipment, and the way that the batteries are mounted, it's the centre of gravity is quite high up. So I take the batteries off, place those out of the way. The orange triangle is, and there's one of those either side of my wheelchair frame. That's to dock the actual T-Rox. You have to locate those in. I find this very tricky, but I've got better at it, and this is me being fairly comfortable with it now. So you locate the bar either side. You've got to be careful you don't get it twisted, the actual Tri-Ride T wheelchair, otherwise it becomes a nightmare. Then you tighten up the orange triangular locking mechanisms. Push the front wheel forward and lean back, and then engage a pin, and then you've got to tighten it all up. So that's now ready to go. Just have to put the batteries back on. They just clip in. And then you do have to operate the Tri-Ride T-Rox with both batteries turned on. And off you go. So to disconnect then, bring it to a halt, put my brakes on my wheelchair, turn the batteries off, take the batteries off completely, otherwise, and it has happened on more than one occasion where I've tried to do this with the batteries on the Tri-Ride, and it's just, I've ended up almost falling on the floor, or the Tri-Ride T-Rox has fallen over. Undo the lock, and then dislocate the joint there. So this is the Tri-Ride T-Rox on the hill, again 4 times speed, so bear that in mind. The Tri-Ride T-Rox is a lot faster than the Batek Scrambler on the flat. The Batek Scrambler will do about, I believe, 30 kilometres per hour, and the Tri-Ride T-Rox will do 40 kilometres per hour on the flat. So this turned into a very long day, and it's not set up for this consumer test. Climbing up the hill, you'll see me, it just comes to a sudden halt, and I've got a fault code now on the display. That's me putting my brake on to hold myself on the hill. This happened during lockdown, so it was a bit of an issue. My wife was at work, who would normally be able to come to my aid, and I didn't fancy getting into a wheelchair taxi or... So a little bit stuck. There's a lady there, just you can just see her with her back to us. Eventually she called her husband out, and he pushed me home up the top of this hill, and then to my house, which is not a million miles away from here, about a mile and a half it was actually. but there was no way that it would restart the Tri-Ride T-Rocks. I decided that I was in a little bit of a dangerous position, and I wanted to be on a level. That's why I go across the road here, make sure it's clear, and then I'm manually pushing the left wheel with my left hand to get onto the curb, so I'm on a nice flat level part. And that's when I contacted Tri-Ride UK to see if there was a quick fix I could do. They asked me to check the wiring and loom, and it turned out it was the motor had burnt out, which was a great shame. So I had to go to Italy. So there you have it, both my Tri-Ride T-Rocks and the Batek Scrambler. It's up to you which one you purchase. I would suggest you try both. I find the Batek Scrambler a lot easier, and reliability wise the Batek Scrambler has been faultless. So thanks for your attention. Cheers, bye.